Eugene. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Bruins ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Throwing more. Under pressure. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Quickly gets back on top of it and prevents a turnover.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Moore to the air. Fires to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understanding his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Now, Iamaniava unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's no good. He missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing right. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Third and long coming up. Moore from the gun on third down. Unloads to the right. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
The kick is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. A missed field goal ruined the last drive. Now a chance to get points here on this drive in the first quarter. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. On the option. The pitch. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well run him again. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Makes a man miss. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the gun on 3rd down. Moore fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Here we go. Ready. One, go.
Moore fires to the wideout. Left side, it's Moore. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down.
Fires toward the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
And the extra point splits the upright. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On the run, it's Knight. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. That one's not even close. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. Is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Keeps it on the ground. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
2nd and long here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got his man. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quick give. It's Knight. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now, Iamaleava. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting the playmaker get behind them. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Here's more to throw. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Runs through a tackle. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Ready, go!
From the gun, it's Hill. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop.
Here we go, ready. Ready to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Out wide left, it's Hill. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
If you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage, and more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dante Moore. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the strong safety is the one that's actually able to get the sack on this play. They lowered him in the box, probably anticipating run to the strong side of the field. But when the strong safety saw the ball in the quarterback's hand, he just said, I'm going to go do this myself.
The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Moore with the play fake. Look out! And it's a sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Iamaleava. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Breaks into the open. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Caught. Still running at the 40. Turns on the Jets. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Bruins. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it with a flare, a 77-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing more. Back's got it on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Hits the hole. It's Knight. Nice move to pick up yardage. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Might as well give it to him again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now Oregon will call it 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Offense gets set for 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Throwing, Imaliama. Dumps it to the back. Right side, it's Knight. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Pulls it. Touchdown, UCLA! Great job by the back on the option. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
Set to advance on the football.
Deep in the end zone, it's Bear. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Moore. Stepping to the right. He'll throw it. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. More play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guys got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Here comes the heat. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Turning it on. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. How about this defense taking one back to the house? On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. From deep, it's Morgan. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? On the RPO, got it. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Iamaleava. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the number 7 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Huskies looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Knocked down immediately.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing, Imaliava. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Deafening noise. Here's Imaliava. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Oh, he's got some space. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Firing for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Defense might bring the house here. Rush right in his face. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Back's got it on the screen.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Bruins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Bruins have this offense rolling. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Handoff again. Stopped right there.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. These fans And stepping up to help this defense on third down. Now, they're all over him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
The Bruins line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Fires to the right. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Dante Moore. He lets one fly deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Iamaleava. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Running inside. It's Hill.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. Moore will throw. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
They'll go play action with Moore. Left side is Stewart. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing Moore into the end zone. Touchdown Ducks! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
And it's good, and he's gotten the lead up to 3 late. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. On the return, it's Morgan. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Out wide left, it's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Throwing, Iamaleava. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Out wide right, it's Ellis. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. 3rd down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle, forcing the 4th down.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Again, it's Iamaleava. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Unloads it left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Iamaleava to the air again. Finds his big tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. The Bruins call timeout. It's their 1st. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Looking for space. It's Knight. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Play fake. Nico Iamaleava looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
They took a shot into the end zone, trying to come away with a touchdown. Nice play by the defense. You're expecting them here to kick a field goal. I know there's time left in the game, but just tie this thing up and let your defense go to work.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the 4th quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Moore. Left side is Hill. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Moore to the air. Right side, it's Davison. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Here's Moore to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Wide open, he makes the catch.
job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morgan. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Iamaleava on the play action. Looking for his man. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.